Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We're checking out Come Back to Me by RM. Very excited about this one. Checking out an article on the Rolling Stone or rollingstone.com. In a press release note, through Come Back to Me, RM explores the central theme of the new album, Right and Wrong, delving into the paradoxical desire to venture into new territories while longing to remain content in the present. I'm expecting this music video, honestly, to be a piece of art. So without further ado, this was actually directed by someone who, let me make sure, directed and produced by Lee Sung-jin, who helmed the Netflix show Beef. And it stars Kim Min-ha, known for her role in the Apple TV Plus show Pachinko. As I said, this is probably going to be a piece of art, so without further ado, Come Back to Me by RM. Let's go. Oh. Feeling alone, surrounded by people. Kicking the habit. Peer pressure, okay.
I told you I'm fine tonight, staying good. Spring's always been here, I will sleep in her eyes. Come back to me like you used to do. Be what you be, I will roll you to moon. I forgot the hour, I don't wanna know about the hour.
Oh my god, that is so fucking
I
cool.
forgot the shower.
Time passed him by.
You don't have to be, you don't have to be the anything you say.
Damn.
Try not to be, try not to be, there's something in this say. Come back
Fight
to
up.
me
Oh damn.
like you used to. Now I could see what a life is about. I
Damn.
told you I'm fine tonight, stay good. Spring's always been here, I will sleep in her eyes.
Ooh.
I see you come back to me.
He's gonna enter another door and it's gonna be another lifetime. It looked like she wants him back, but then she pushed him away. Oh. Oh my god. This is so beautiful. This was such a beautiful transition with Namjoon behind bars. I was like, oh my god, he's imprisoned by his own mind or something, to then it actually transitioning to him in that crater, basically to represent the cycle of life. There's a couple of things that I guess you can go with this one. One is like life passing you by while you're still searching for an answer. Life has already passed you by. Or I'm guessing there's like a bit of a thing of maybe there's a bit of a, multiverse theory with this one where Namjoon imagines himself or he sees himself as different versions of himself. The one that has a wife and kid, who has like a proper family, and he's so confused because he maybe never expected that life, and to see himself having that life is like, holy shit. Then the next scene is like arguing with the wife. The party in the beginning, the one constant thing that we do get in this one is like this door with the 3 circles, which is very interesting. We saw that as he was in that party. We saw that later on in the music video. But the transition to the crater was just so incredible to represent like the cycle of life. You can either look at it from like there's like this multiverse, and Namjoon could have been a completely different person in another world where he's not an idol, because it's almost like being an idol and having that kind of life is so like I gotta like I wish I could have a conversation with like an idol of the status of an RM to kind of like ask, do you actually think about it? I guess he does, but how long did it take you to feel like it's okay to think about it? Because there's a lot of craziness happening where, you know, some fans of various fandoms can be incredibly like demanding and almost like be like, how can you be in a relationship? We are enough for you. Like we've seen plenty of like articles on various idols who are in relationships, and people go fucking crazy for that, almost as if they're surprised that idols want to have their own personal piece of heaven, and their own life. So it would be like it legitimately feels like you're having a bit of a conversation with RM, and he's being incredibly honest about everything, really.
You come back to me. You are my pain. You are my pain.
His acting is really, really nice. He's like so dumbfounded, like what the fuck?
So far. I see you come back to me.
Cool.
I forgot the hour. I don't wanna know about the hour. I forgot the shower. 세수할 시간도 아까워.
And washing my face feels like a waste of time.
You don't have to be the anything you say. Try not to be. Try not to be. There's something in this say. I told you I'm fine tonight. Staying good. Spring's always been
It is a multiverse.
sleeping at eyes.
Oh. Damn, this is beautiful. Oh, and the cycle continues.
I see you come back to me.
The vocals are so jazzy.
I see you come back to me.
The interesting part. Yeah. Man, they have beautiful smiles. Hell yeah. I have a couple of ideas. There we go. Yeah, his outfit changed. And the lighting changed. It's daytime, right?
Told you I'm fine enough. Staying good. Spring's always been lit out. Sleep in her eyes. I told you I'm fine enough. Staying good. Spring's always been lit out.
Damn.
Sleep in her eyes.
Life is a maze or something? Damn, that was so beautiful. He looked conflicted when she called him This is so freaking beautiful. This literally looks like a Sims game or something. Right place, wrong time? Is that what it says? The thing that I found to be the most beautiful about this music video is that it seemed like he was always like unhappy in the beginning. Like the first half of the music video, Namjoon was seemingly incredibly unhappy, and because of his outlook on life, it affected his social life. You know, not wanting the drink, not wanting the cigarette. Like not wanting the cigarette is obviously fine, and I feel like it's actually quite symbolic with him and the lollipop in the previous, like the old school BTS, where he kicked the habit, if I'm not mistaken, at the gas station, throwing that lollipop, which ended up being the cigarette. As long as he was unhappy with his mindset, he was making everything around him unhappy, basically. And the second the perspective changed, suddenly he's happy to be with his friends. He's happy to be in that relationship where they're not fighting. She's not about to throw that lamp into his head. They're happy, they're laughing. Even if maybe it will still lead to a breakup, even though it'll look like they were genuinely having fun. Him being with the wife and child, yes, being happy, brushing teeth, being happy with the parents in that bed as a baby, and then meeting that special someone that potentially made him change his perspective on life, that made his life not worth living, worth living. There was also a lyric talking about you don't have to be anything to be something in the sea, or something along those lines, which I thought to be incredibly symbolic, which made me think of like maybe much like him being forced almost to take that cigarette or to take that drink, constantly being offered peer pressure, social pressure to be something that you're not supposed to be. It made me think of like how people look at relationships nowadays, how people expect various things of men and women nowadays, like expecting to have a car, a house, expecting to have a full-blown fucking family by the time you're like 25 years old, expecting all of these insane expectations, especially in a reality where money could not be more of an issue. Which is something that BTS themselves talked about a lot earlier in their career, in terms of like the Bapse, for example, or Dope. There were other songs that they were talking about, basically the misconception of how the older generation looks at the newer generation as lazy. This to me felt like a bit of a maybe social commentary, and maybe I'm completely off. Feel free to let me know. This is just kind of like watching this for the first time, and kind of like having a whole bunch of ideas in my head. But it feels like some of the lyrics alluded to the fact that you are not forced to be anything that you don't want to be. You don't have to drink. You don't have to smoke. You don't have to have a family by a certain time. You don't have to be in a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship. Once your time comes, you will find the person that will suit you, and the person that will quote unquote complete you in a way, if that makes any sense. The sooner you realize it, the sooner you will be happy. And also in the last portion of the music video, as like there's like this beautiful climax and whatnot, and then in quotation he repeats, "I told you I'm fine, I will sleep in her eyes," and all that kind of stuff. It felt like having a peaceful moment in a chaotic space, so to speak, which was really interesting. And his, like, in a way, hesitation when she called him was interesting, to me at least, because he seemed like it was almost like part of the plan. Maybe it almost seemed like it was part of the script, that the wife calls you home from this party and let's go back, and then there's this whole reveal of like this entire structure. Maybe the relationship, maybe it's just a representation of a continuous cycle, that yes, you did fall in love, but then it kind of like spiraled out, because I don't know, were they even holding hands in the end? I don't even think that they were holding hands. But he also says spring was always here. So maybe it's something within you to appreciate life as is. as, again, much like I talked about in the beginning of this music video with the Rolling Stone article, is like RM searching for meaning. And the theme of right and wrong and delving into the paradoxical desire to venture into new territories while longing to remain content in the present. So basically, like the whole thing with right place, wrong time, like it represents Namjoon being in the wrong place in the wrong time throughout all of his life, whether it's this relationship of this friendship and this social event, and then finding the right person that made it the right place at the right time, if that makes any sense. So it's like finding the person that will complete you, but also realizing throughout like the lyrics themselves is that you don't have to be pressured into being in a position that you don't want to be. I'm not really sure. So feel free to drop your theories and whatever have you. Obviously, we just watched this music video once, so I'm sure that if you guys have watched this music video, sorry, I'm slurring on my words. If you watch this music video a couple of times, maybe you have a different theory, but as always, these are just my thoughts and my interpretation of the music video and nothing else. But overall, the song itself was absolutely beautiful. Like I just love, there's something about Namjoon's rapping / speaking voice that is just, or narrating voice, like it just sounds incredibly warm and inviting. And like the song as a whole, when it picked up, it almost felt as if like the only thing that is missing is maybe like a saxophone for making it so bluesy or something, because some of the vocals actually sounded incredibly jazzy. It was beautiful. Like I was absolutely mesmerized by the song itself, as it's incredibly soothing, and the video itself is, in my opinion, nothing short of like a Netflix, high produced Netflix / Hulu or whatever platform you want to call series. It was absolutely wonderful. And yeah, so these are my thoughts and my interpretation. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section. If you want to add something, feel free to do so in the comment section. And if you did enjoy it, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you want to see some extra BTS reaction, there's going to be a full list of all of the BTS content that I have on the Patreon in the description of this video. So if you're interested in some extra stuff, check out the description and check out the Patreon, and I will catch you all in the next one. Be well and safe wherever you are. See you.